Main Street is often the heartbeat of any town. In Kannapolis, for so many years, an address on Main Street didn't mean much. And while history plays a big part here, their future is about changing their story.
It's an old mill house and nothing is level, so we had to basically make everything fit.
It was easy coming up with the name Additions Coffee and Bookstore. And from her store window, Dawn Evans has watched Kannapolis go through edition after edition.
I knew that there was a lot of great things coming.
Great seems to be the word of the day.
It's a great day in the ballpark.
But that wasn't always the adjective used to describe this town.
10 years ago, I couldn't give the place away. It was like, come on.
Cannon Mills, a textile company, built Kannapolis in the early 1900s, employing tens of thousands of people throughout the decades, including Mayor Darrell Hinnon, who moved here in 1975.
We are sitting right where the mill was. Everything you see is where the mill was.
He started in politics in 2001, and just 2 years later, the mill was closing and laid off 4,300 employees, the largest one-day layoff in North Carolina history.
It wasn't unusual to have somebody come to the council meeting, big guys, with tears dripping off their chin saying, I've worked here at the mill, I don't have any other skills, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
What do you do when the main business that made the town moves out? The one that owned pretty much every part of your downtown? In this case, you buy the downtown and start over.
Everything that you're looking at there didn't exist. This didn't exist. And none of this, all of the reverberations that are going on in downtown, none of it existed.
It wasn't immediate, the changes here. And a pandemic didn't help.
Being a bookstore during COVID and a coffee shop, how was that trying to cope with everything?
It was kind of difficult. How do you wipe down a book? How do you clean paper?
But it was persistence and vision that kept Kannapolis going.
So it's not out of step. It's not like, oh, he's just dreaming kind of thing. It's not that at all. It's reality.
Whether it was building a whole new Main Street,
A lot of the people that work at the bookstore, including myself, are part of the book.
or writing an entirely new story,
Stick it out. We're here. We're here for you. We want you to be here.
Kannapolis is a town that didn't give up and kept going, even when some thought their story was over.